everyone. We have our second part of the online seminar today. We are really pleased to invite Professor Adam Fultz from IMP Toulouse, and he will introduce the school and program for us tonight, especially focusing on the master program. So Adam, here you go.
Thanks a lot for inviting me. So my name is Adam Cott. I am at the head of the Master ESECA, which is one of the 7 Master of Science in Toulouse. So during this presentation, I will show you all of our master, but also how to apply. So let's start first with one question. Why Toulouse? So first, where is located Toulouse? So Toulouse is located in the south-west of France. It is the home of the famous company which is called Airbus. Here you have all the plants which is dedicated to manufacture the planes. But also it is the second university in France in terms of number of students. So of course around Airbus we have a lot of company such as the CNES. So the CNES is le Centre National de Recherche Spatiale. It is like the NASA in US, and also we have the ONERA. So also in US we have the Jet proportionally JPL. Here here in Toulouse we have more than 144 research labs, so around aeronautic of course, but also electronics, embedded system, chemistry, etc., physics, a lot of field. And also we have many staff which are dedicated to the higher education and research. Also, one funny fact about Toulouse, we call it the pink city. Alors, why pink? Because if I look outside, all the walls in Toulouse are pink, which is quite nice, and that's why we call it the pink city. Also, it's an amazing city for its food, or its own culture, the nice weather, and also the perfect location. Because yes, we have the sun, but also in order to study and to work, we had a lot of companies and research labs. Let's start with the presentation of the master of the University of Toulouse. So we have 7 international masters in Toulouse, and they are taught in 3 public graduate engineering school. And of course, our main focus is to orient this master for industry, but also for research. And the 3 public graduate schools are called INSA Toulouse. So INSA is one engineering school, INP Toulouse, and also ENSPHERE. So all these matters are located in these 3 schools. How to access to our masters. So everybody starts at the A level, which is called here in France the baccalaureate, and after we have 3 possibilities. First, we go in the, let's say, the university, where you have to do a bachelor and after a master, or we have another choice, which is to go directly inside an engineering school in 5 years, or we have another master to go in preparatory class and after inside the engineering school, with the same output, which is a PhD, or let's say the professional activity. So for the students who want to come inside our master, you must have, so if you want to go in M1, you must have a bachelor, and also you have the possibility to come directly inside the M2, but you must have, yes, a bachelor, but also a master in the related field of the master. For example, if I take my master, which is a master ESECA, you must have a M1 or a professional experience, at least 4 years in electronics or electrical engineering. So let's start, have some more information about the master. Do not hesitate to ask me questions at the end of my presentation, if you have questions, of course. So let's start with the first one, which is called the MS Master Agro-Food Chain Sustainability and Innovation. So here in this master, you will learn how to feed the planet in a new way. First, but you will identify the current needs, but also you will have to identify the future needs in order to feed the planet. And of course, you will think about how to do it by providing sustainable answer. In addition to that, to the technique and scientific skill, you will have to do a management. You will learn how to manage and interact with people in a research and development project. So of course, this master is 100% in M1 and M2 talk in English. Second master, it is the MSc Water Engineering and Water Management. So in that master, you will learn all the chemical engineering and hydrology applied to water treatment and water science. So you will learn many things about the biological and chemical reactor, in order, for example, to remove the pollution. You will learn and know how to design unit operation in order to separate, to improve the quality of water, which is a main concern in France, but also in other countries. And we will give to you this ecology aspect in order to manage water. Of course, this program is 100% talk in English. Here, here it is a master ESECA, so it's the master that I manage. So it is called the Electronic System for Embedded and Communicating Application. So our main objective is to enroll top-level international students in the field of electronic. What we will provide, of course, teaching in electronic inside the digital world. For example, we will learn to design your phone, for example, what you have inside your phone. So it is called the digital world or numerical. And also you will learn how to design analogic system. And our main concern is to provide skills in electronic for embedded system. So all the applications are related to the spacious, the aeronautic, of course, but also to the telecom, to car autonomous driving, etc., etc. So during most of our graduate students go directly to a company, or they prefer to do a PhD. Around we have 70% of our graduate students who go to company, and 30% of our students go to a PhD. Of course, 100% of the course are taught in English. Let's with the next master, which is Green Chemistry and Process for Biomat. The little name of this master is Green CAP. So you will learn how to implement clean technology in a context of sustainable development, which is the main concern here. The green chemistry and bioprocess. Green means sustainable development. You will master the transformation of renewable resource by either catalytic or biotechnical means. And of course, inside in this Green CAP master, 100% of the course are talking English. Next master is the Fluid Engineering for Industrial Process. So you will have a really very good state-of-the-art, and you will have a good expertise in fluid mechanics. So you will learn how to modelize multi-phase flow. So for, of course, industrial processes, you will have advanced courses on turbulence, coupling, chemical reaction, and flows, of course. So the main concern, so the student will be trained to work with computational fluid dynamic tool. And here on the left part, you have one example of one of these tools. So you have one dynamic flow in this image. Of course, 100% of the course in M1 and M2 are taught in English inside this master. Next master is called the Industrial and Safety Engineering. The little name is ISC. You will be trained to provide answer to new industrial but also new societal expectation in, of course, an international context. I manage it. So you learn how to manage the risk control in a legal, economic, but also very important, social environment. So be careful with this master. So the M1 is 100% in English, and in M2 you have 20% in English. Next, last but not least, I think it is the last. Yes, it is the last master. It is called the Electrical Energy System. It's here. In that master, you will work with very, very high power. So you will design new power electronics for energy, so in plane, in train, or in sustainable energies, with multi-sources and multi-load, of course. So in M1, be careful, in M1, the course are 100% in French, and in M2, it's 20% in English. So if you want to apply for this master, you must speak in French. One important thing in all this master, during the master, we are very, very close to the industry and the research. For example, in some classes, in my master, is a master ESECA, some people from the industry are coming in our school to see the student and to give classes and projects to the student. So the relationship between the industry and the graduate and our student is very strong. And of course, most of, for example, here in that slide, in that image, you have an example of one research project of one of our master students, which have developed a system dedicated to measure, to detect skin cancer by measuring the blood flow on the surface of the skin. So just to tell you that all the projects that you have to do during your master, they are extremely related to the industry and to the research. About the tuition fee, sorry, the fees are around 9,000 euros per year, but you can have a Toulouse institution scholarship which will reduce the fees to around 5,000 euros. But this reduction is dedicated to academic partner and selected students which have a very, very good level. Of course, in order to apply, there is no application fee. You can directly apply, and I will explain you later how to do. Also, if you apply to one of the Master of Toulouse, inside this tuition fee, you will have what we call the toolbox. So the tool is for Toulouse, of course. So it is an all-in pack, which is dedicated to help you first to find a place where to stay, to do your visa, to help you to open a bank account, to give you French SIM card, to help you with the transportation and insurance. And also you will have a private pickup at the Toulouse airport. So we will help you in Toulouse. What about the Taiwan academic partners? So we have 3 partners in Taiwan. I'm actually sorry for my accent. So we have the Cheng Kung University, the Taiwan National University, and the Taiwan Tsinghua University. After the master, you will have plenty of job opportunity. If we just have a look to the Occitanie region, so the Occitanie region is the region around Toulouse. Okay, so we are the first region in terms of R&D intensity. So if you look to the graph in the middle, you see that most of our students find a job before to be graduate, and after you will need at the maximum 6 months in order to find a job. So it's really short period. And if we just have a look to our master, so the master ESECA, my master, the master ESECA, all the students find a job 1 month after the graduation. So another important parameter, so the average gross salary. So be careful, it's an average. So you can expect more money if you go to the IT, elect, fluid, etc. than agro-food. But it's just an average. If you are able to manage and to discuss with the industry, you can have a very nice salary. After regarding the further study, also the PhD program are very used inside this matter. Do not forget that we are teacher, yes, but also we are active researcher. It means that we are looking for good PhD students. So every year we provide to the student of all our 7 master some PhD, and if you do a good student, we will propose to you some PhD. How to apply? Yes, good question. How to apply is extremely easy. You just have to select first one of the 7 master. So take the example of the master ESECA. You go on this website, or you just type on internet Toulouse INP ESECA master with Google. Google is your best friend. And after on the web page of the master, you have to fill out a dedicated form, and also you have to prepare some documents. So you will see for each matter we have our own document. As soon as this is done, you just have to send your application by email to the head of the master, and in 1 or 2 days you will receive a notification that yes, we have received your document, and you will receive soon a response. So for example, for the master ESECA, if you apply now, you will receive a response end of January regarding your application. So it's extremely quick. If you have still some doubt to come to one of our 7 master, Toulouse has been elected the best French town for students. So from 2 national magazines, so which the first one is called the L'Étudiant. So L'Étudiant in French means the student. It is one magazine dedicated to help the student to find the best city in order to do their master, for example, and we are number 1 4 years in a row. So which is something wonderful. And also another national journal paper, a newspaper called Le Figaro, in June 2020, speak about our master and the Toulouse. Also, one important thing for your life here, we are located in the south, so in winter we have no snow, so the weather is quite good. And also inside the city, everything is dedicated for the student. So for example, if you want to rent a bike, it's just 20 euro per year. 20 euro per year, because you are a student of Toulouse. And also if you look to the metro and the bus, it's only 10 euro per month. Also, if you come to one of our master, you will be integrated inside a school of engineer, which means that you will be mixed with the French student. So by this mixing, you can, if you want, of course, participate to all the activities that you can find inside our school, such as music, such as sport, etc., etc. And also you can test wine, and you will learn how to test a wine like the finest French guy. Okay, some few more reasons. So as soon as you will come, you will graduate from one of our master. Your diploma will be recognized worldwide. Okay, so you will taste the highest level of education in French and in English in France. You will also taste another experience, another style of teaching and living, because yes, we are teacher, and also, as I said, active researcher. And for example, if I take my master ESECA, the most important thing is not the marks. Yes, marks are important. The level at the end is important, but what is the most important is the skills. What we would like to do is to give you the best skill in order to go to the job market. Also, we have a very, very nice placement rate in France on the job market. And I hope that you will make new friends and new French friends in order to extend your international network. And also, you can also enjoy the visa benefit, because as soon as you finish your master, you have 1 year extension after your master study in order to find a job and to stay in France. About the COVID, yes, since 1 year now, we are dealing with distance learning, which is totally possible during the lockdown in France and during not the lockdown. And also with the toolbox, we can help you with that. We will provide to you mask and hydroalcoholic gel. And also you can find a French language summer school. I repeat, for some of our master, it's not mandatory to speak French, but it is good if you can come in the summer to taste the French language and to help you to start your life in France. Thank you very much. I have finished with my presentation. If you have some questions, do not hesitate.
Right. Thank you, Adam. It's pretty thorough. We are really clear about the program, master program in Toulouse. Now we are welcoming all the questions from the audience. Please feel free to leave your question on the webinar control panel. We have the first question regarding the application. So since it's possible, like the school or each college may take or accept application from different academic background.
Yes, we accept candidature. If you, for example, if you do not have a background in electronics to go to the master ESECA, we will see if you can come with a different background. And also for each master, at the beginning of the first one of the M1, we do again the basis in physics, in math, and in electronic, of course, in our cases. So do not be afraid of that. If you do not have the necessary background, we will take in consideration your application. For example, I have people who make informatics in my computer science, in my master, and they would like to learn about electronics, and they come, and now they work in embedded system.
Okay. Still regarding the application, you have mentioned the scholarship. Is it also submitted along with their application for the program, or will it be like?
Sorry.
Will they be like automatically enrolled in the candidate scholarship?
If you came from a partner university of Toulouse INP, the reduction is automatic. Okay,
right.
It's totally automatic.
Which say the 3 universities just mentioned.
Exactly. Okay. For all our 7, in Taiwan, yes, it is from the 3 universities that I mentioned it. But also we have other partnership in other countries. And also, if during your application, if you show that you are a student with a very, very nice level and high level, the jury of the admission panel jury will say to you if we give you or not the reduction fees.
Sure.
But generally, we are very, very nice students, and we give the reduction.
Cool. Very good. Is there any, like, say, the early bird period for the application, or it doesn't make any difference?
Alors, it depends the master, but for example, for the master ECA, we have 2 sessions. The first session stop in mid-January, okay, and after we have a second session until May. We start of February until May in order to select our students. So we have all the time to send the application, but end of May it's finished.
Okay. Regarding the, say, can we talk about more on the internship? Is it mandatory for
yes,
all
thank
of
you, thank you. Yeah. Thank you for this wonderful question.
Yeah, this is there's a chart at the beginning.
Yeah. All the internship are so in M1 you have at least two month internship in a company or in a research lab. It is mandatory. Alors, in France, under 2 months, you will not be paid by the company or the research lab. If it is above 2 months, you will be paid. After, in the M2, so in February, for example, you have to start an internship, and this time it's a 6-month internship, and the company and the research lab must pay our student. It is the law, the French law. In that case, the students can use this money also in order to finance their master and the everyday life. At least 600 euros per month.
Mm-hmm. Very good. When they are choosing or when they are looking for internship, should they do it in France, or can they also do it abroad? I mean, outside of France?
No, they can do the internship everywhere they want. The only thing that we ask is that the internship must be related to the master topic. Okay. For example, but most of our students stay in France because in Toulouse, it's not the student who look for the internship student. It is the company who look for internship student. It is totally the inverse.
Is it like so? Is there any occasions like the company may gather in a school and then they have like recruitment fair from students?
Yes,
then,
yes. Some company came. Mm-hmm. Yes, some company came directly to our school in order to see and to meet the student, to make some job interview in order to find an internship. Yes, and also some people from industry come to teach, and when they teach, they look for the student also. So they do.
Cool. Could you give us some example about the business or company coming to your school and looking for students?
For example, we have Thales. Thales company, which is a worldwide company. So if I speak about the master ESECA because I know better. So we have Thales, some engineer from Thales who came to make a class and also to propose project. We have also NXP, which is a famous company who build a microprocessor, and they have also a dedicated class and dedicated project here in the master ESECA. Yes.
Very good.
And also we have people from Airbus, but Airbus in Toulouse is everywhere. So
yeah, it's a like home base, so.
Yeah, it is the home base. Yes. You can visit the plants of Airbus company. You can see the planes. It's quite wonderful.
So means they have the including the program, they might also have some business visits, like because it's like local factory or.
No, it depends. It depends the master. Sometimes we have company visit, but not all the times. It's the people prefer to came. The company prefer to came to school. But generally, if the student ask for a visit, for sure they can do a visit. But for example, here, so for the company it's a little bit complex, but for the lab it's easy because we are researcher and the classroom is just near my office. So if the student ask me, they came to visit my lab, for example. So for sure they can have a better view of what is the work of an engineer.
Also, for the application, what is the channel or what is the method student can apply for the program? Like, for example, on the website, or
it's
can they apply?
Alors, we do not, for the moment, we do not have software dedicated for the application. Students have to download a form. They go on, first, they go on the master website, they download the form, they fill the form, and after they have to send us all the listed documents inside the form by email, by directly contacting the head of the master. And after we say, okay, we have received your document. And after we said yes or no, you cannot come. And if sometimes, we need more information, we organize an interview by Skype or Zoom or webinar in order to speak with the student, in order to understand their motivation, and in order to understand, and in order to understand if they fit with the master and if the master fit with what they want.
Sure. So they will be interviewed for most.
It's depend. Most of the case we do some very quick interview just to know each other, because also the relationship between teacher and student is extremely important for us, and we try to improve that by contacting, because sometimes it's quite informal. And me, regarding my case in my master, I like to speak with the student before they can.
Sure. All right. So, is the application available also on N+1, or it's only through the just download the document needed and then send it to the email provided on the website?
Yes, you can do that, but also you can do that on Études en France. Études en France, you can also apply for one of our master, but after we will ask you to send the document by email.
So the application should all go through the emails contact.
Yeah. Yes, the most better ways to send an email. And if you need some information, on the website you can directly contact, ask some question, and if you need to talk, do not hesitate. We are free to help you.
Sure. And also, since we mostly talk about the master program, could you also give us some more information about PhD?
PhD?
Yeah. What are those programs available? Like, for example, totally taught in English?
During your PhD, of course, you will speak English, okay? Because all the research lab and also inside the company, the everyday language is English. But of course, if you learn some basic skill of French, the integration will be easier. But you will see, because during the master program, student will speak in French because they like that at the end, because it's better for them. But we have some students who never speak French. They make a PhD, and it works perfectly.
What would be the required the requirement for a PhD application?
You have to be an hard worker. Yes. No, but generally what we are, during the master, you will have all the skills. We will teach you all the skills in order to do a good PhD, to be really prepared for a PhD, and also to go in a company. And so, for just see the numbers, 80% of our students go to go to a PhD and make a wonderful PhD, and 100 of our students find a job. So if you don't speak French, it's not a big deal.
Which means like French could be one of the, say, criteria to get into the PhD program?
Not at all. Not at all. It's not a criteria. And also during the master, we help the student to speak. We have some French classes, okay, to help the student to integrate it itself. But after, if you don't speak French and you want to do a PhD in France, no matter you speak French or English, it's not one criteria, not at all.
You mentioned the French language courses. Is it free for the international student?
Yeah, the summer school is free. It is included inside the toolbox. Okay, now I have one colleague here. That's why.
Yeah, okay, sure.
Sorry. Do you have a question?
So there, aside from what you have introduced in your presentation, there are different like engineering school within IMP. Is there any different regarding application? For example, if the student is interested in like insects, like the life science program?
Yeah. No, from the student side, you will apply for a master, and after each of the master are located in this free school, INSA, ENP Toulouse, and Sphere. Depending the choice of your master, you will see in which school.
I see. So they don't like have the choice to decide which school they are going to?
Yes, they have the choice when they select the master. On each master, the description on the campus is here. And they will say to you on which school you have to go.
Very good. Is the preparatory courses or preparatory program required for any master degree?
What do you mean?
The preparatory courses, like, for example, when they apply for the master program, like for example for life science, do they have to go to the preparatory school or preparatory courses first before they get into the say official?
No. They must have a bachelor in a bachelor, and that's all.
Yes. We get everything wrapped up today. Would you mind to go back to the page with your contact information, which could be very helpful for the audience?
On this site, you will find all our 7 masters.
Right.
With the link, with the link in order to apply on all this master of all our master.
Yeah, and you also offer during your slides, we also see the contact for each program application.
Yeah, exactly. You will have the contact.
So let's call for the last question from the audience.
Good. No question.
Very good.
Was
very your presentation is pretty perfect.
Thank you very much.
No questions from the sofa. And thank you, Adam, for joining us tonight. But for you, it's daytime.
Yeah,
today.
It's lunchtime. I have to go lunch.
Lunchtime, yes. Now it's your break time. Thank you for joining us.
And thank you for you to organize that. It was very nice.
No problem.
Thank you.
It's a pleasure. Bye-bye. Yeah, see you next time.
See you.
Merci beaucoup.
Bye bye.